Week 12 Power Rankings. Welcome to That's Good Sports. I am Brandon. I'm very tempted to power rank every single team at 5 until a real set of contenders emerge, Perna. All the good teams suck. All the suck teams good. The NFL is so broken, not even my spin wheel of pain could transmit a curse last week. So, out of respect for the curse and Thanksgiving, I'm not going to spin the wheel today. It's a dumb, short week for 6 NFL teams with 3 Turkey Day games, and I feel like every team is already cursed. Plus, it's Thanksgiving Thursday, the proud holiday we celebrate for when we tricked Native Americans into not killing us so then we could take this great land from them. I'm putting the wheel on a bye week today, all right? Breathe easy, NFL fans. Your team is maybe safe. That's good sports. I don't know how this shit works. Pay thanks to me and subscribe here. Pay your thanks. Raycon. Today's episode is sponsored by buyraycon.com/thatsgood, which will save you 20% off when you use my link below. I have honestly already given all my family and friends Raycons as gifts for past holidays, which means I'm sort of out of gift ideas for this year. I literally asked my sister if my brother-in-law had a pair, and she was like, yes, you gave him a pair and me a pair 2 years ago, and we still use them all the time. Now, I love giving the Raycon everyday earbuds as gifts because at half the price of other premium audio brands, and with their comfortable and stylish gel tips and rubber oil look, 8 hours of playtime, 32 hours of battery life, and built-in mics for calls, you can't go wrong. Plus, they come with a 45-day happiness guarantee. Who the hell wouldn't want to be happy for 45 days? I've been using mine while on dad duty, not to ignore my child, but to block out the sound of all the dumb songs she likes to listen to on the TV. So, get yourself a pair or gift them this holiday season. So click my link below or go to buyraycon.com/thatsgood to unlock exclusive deals up to 20% off, up to 30% off after the 25th. All right, some power ranking notes to start. Bills, you're off the list. Your offense was bad, your defense was bad, and all phases of your special teams was bad, and worst of all, you forced me to say first place Patriots. Rams are on the Perna reserve list. Browns, you're off the list. You let DeAndre Swift average 9.7 yards per carry Sunday, and Baker Mayfield is being held together with duct tape right now and tore it all. Bengals, I need to see you beat someone better than the Raiders before I jump back on that big kitty train. Coming in at number 10 and number 9, Eagles or Vikings. I can't decide number 10. I trust the Vikings more than the Eagles. Steady Kirk Cousins has only thrown 2 interceptions this year to 21 TDs. He's only had a QB rating below 100 3 times, which is better than Aaron Rodgers and Tom Brady this season. Minnesota has experience in the coaching department, and as bad as their secondary can be at times, their defense now leads the league in sacks. I've been defending Kirk Cousins for years, but you will never convince me he is clutch. And don't forget, he 100% threw a game-ending interception that got him bailed out because the officials and the NFL catch rule are interpretive. So we also have the Eagles here. The Eagles are running the rock as well as anyone. Their 1,687 rushing yards is second best in the league, and they are in a 3-way tie for first with their 17 rushing touchdowns with the Browns and Cardinals, and their 13 runs over 20 yards, also a 3-way tie with the Browns and Colts. Philly loves 3-ways. If we're going to jizz all over Jonathan Taylor like he's on the cover of Teen Beat again for gouging the Bills defense, we need to do the same for Philly. On Sunday, after Philly wrecked them, I found this stat. Miles Sanders, Jalen Hurts, and Jordan Howard finished first, third, and fourth for the most rushing yards against the Saints this year. They did that all in one game. We should also start calling Jalen Hurts a good QB. Last week, against the Blitz, the dude went 9 for 11, was not sacked, and threw a touchdown against the Blitz. He has more 10-plus runs than Lamar Jackson this season. Although with Jackson missing last week's game due to the runs, I'd say Lamar has the longest run. Statistically, he is keeping pace with Lamar through his first 14 starts. Actually, here's an idea. Since I can't decide which is 9, which is 10, let's spin the wheel to determine. Even is Eagles, odd is Vikings. Whichever one it lands on gets the spot at number 9. See, I'm not gonna waste my money on a wheel and not use it. This is not for a curse. This is just to determine seeding. Even. Eagles are number 9. Vikings are number 10. That's the truth. Number 8, Chargers. Congrats to the Chargers for winning a huge road game at home on Sunday night. Now, there are few sadder signs in the NFL than seeing those terrible towels all stop spinning at the same time. Not many people have done it, but if you sit through the entire video titled Meat Spin, that ending is also as sad. Now, Justin Herbert was the first quarterback in NFL history to throw for over 380 yards, rush for over 90, accomplishing that feat against a really tough Steelers defense. Why do we set the bar there at 90 though? 90 yards. Who gives a shit? Should be 100. Now, the Chargers still have a porous defense and made costly mistakes late against the Steelers to allow them back in that game. They need to fix that. And I also no longer believe they have to run the ball a lot to win. They just have to get the ball to Austin Eckler as much as possible. They have only lost one game when he scores a receiving touchdown, and that was against the Vikings, who held him to just 59 total yards. Number 7, the Packers. It's really incredible that a quarterback can throw 4 touchdowns, 385 yards, no picks, and have a passer rating of 148 and still manage to lose. The Packers had 2 wide receivers go over 100 yards, nearly 100 yards rushing, but it was the defense that let them down. Kevin King and Eric Stokes had arguably their worst game of the season, both giving up a touchdown and allowing a perfect passer rating when targeted throughout the day. So yeah, finally the Jair Alexander injury at corner caught up to Green Bay, who got absolutely toasted by Kirk Cousins and Justin Jefferson. Jefferson's 169 receiving yards ended up being the most by a wide receiver this week. Trailing him was actually the Jets' Elijah Moore. For Green Bay, it's like every time they get someone back or close to getting someone back from injury, they lose another key player. This week, it's tackle Elgton Jenkins, done for the season, as David Bakhtiari is getting closer to making his return. Number 6, the Colts. 4 words, Jonathan Taylor 4, MVP. Technically, that could be 6 words, but all I know is he scored 5 fucking touchdowns against one of the best defenses in the NFL. It looked like he was going to be a disaster early on, but now I can't wait to watch the Colts on Hard Knocks every week. Number 5, 5.5, the Titans. This is how fucked up the NFL is right now. The Titans, the team with the longest winning streak in the league, lost to the Texans, the team with the league's longest losing streak. Another crazy stat, the Titans outgained the Texans 420 to 190. Didn't matter, Ryan Tannehill threw 4 picks, and the Titans really are starting to lack playmakers on offense due to injuries. Their most consistent player was Nick Westbrook-Ikhine, who put up 100 yards against Houston. Tannehill had a passer rating of 58.4. Still better than Dak Prescott, Baker Mayfield, and Dan Jones. Tannehill is going to have to find another gear to survive the rest of the season and wait for reinforcements. Tennessee needs to watch out because the Colts look really dangerous in the AFC South right now. They got to get Julio Jones back, A.J. Brown at 100%, and Derrick Henry to come back in time for the playoffs. But Brown's rib x-rays came back negative, which is a plus. A minus is they have to play the Patriots Sunday before they hit their much-needed bye week. Coming in at number 5. Told you, you're all getting 5s. 5.4. God damn it, the Chiefs have put up the quietest, most unremarkable 4-game winning streak in recent memory. But 4 wins are 4 wins, and they're currently in line for a playoff spot in the AFC. The Chiefs, unlike the Packers and Titans, are extremely healthy, So credit the AR5000 diet for that. Like the TB12 diet, but it's Andy Reid, and the goal is to consume 5,000 calories every 4 hours. Outside of the Raiders game, the offense hasn't really improved very much, but the Chiefs' defense is playing well. It's playing well. Let's take a look. The last 4 games, the defense has given up 17-7, 14-9. I don't care who it's against. That's impressive, even though I said the exact opposite of that on GPS yesterday. Look, Chris Jones, Frank Clark, the addition of Melvin Ingram, that's helped recently. Most importantly, though, Daniel Sorensen has learned to make himself invisible, which is probably the best thing that could happen to the Chiefs. If the offense figures it out, which is a big if, I would be very worried about Kansas City taking over in that power vacuum that is the AFC right now. Is my sneeze a curse, Kansas City? Coming in at number 5, the Patriots, 5.3. What kind of hell am I living in? The Patriots are in the top 3, and Tom Brady's team is in the top 3, and every team I like isn't even in the top 10. Here's a hot take. Mac Jones is the best rookie QB, but he's not better than Tua. The Pats have set up Jones, though, with a dynamic running game totaling at least 120 yards in the last 7 games. Not like it's any coincidence, the Pats have won 6 of those 7 games, with the only exception being an overtime loss to the Cowboys. Believe it or not, the Pats have lost all 4 of their games at home, going a perfect 5-0 on the road. That's incredible for a team with the rookie quarterback. But you know what they say, defense travels. The Patriots are a team with 18 interceptions through the first 11 games of the season. That's crazy. That's like twice as many as Trayvon Diggs. Kyle Van Noy has been a baller at linebacker. Smart move, Miami, for getting rid of him. And their other rookie, Christian Barmore, has quietly been a force on the interior. And oh yeah, Matt Judon now at 10.5 sacks. Coming in at number 5, the Cardinals, 5.2. The Cardinals did the impossible and recovered from the curse more quickly than Kyler Murray can heal a sprained ankle. And they also survived 2 out of 3 weeks without DeAndre Hopkins, in addition to Murray not being in the lineup. Colt McCoy did a really nice job against the Seahawks, but as much as it hurts, I need to give credit to Vance Joseph for what he's doing with the Cardinals defense. What really impresses me about the Arizona Cardinals is they're still undefeated in the NFC West at 4-0, a division most people thought was going to be a gauntlet heading into the season. They've got a bye next week, but after beating the Seahawks, the Cards will be guaranteed the top spot in the NFC West until at least week 13. The last time they were atop the division that late in the season was 2015, when they advanced to the NFC Championship game. At 9 wins, they've also guaranteed their first winning season since 2015, when they went 13-3. And coming in at number 5.1, the Buccaneers. I'm putting Tampa Bay at 5.1 because unlike the Cardinals, their quarterback is not injured. And last November is when they started to put it all together. Feels like that's about to happen again. I am circling, though, the Buccaneers game this weekend because they get the Colts on the road. I want to see how they handle the monster that is Jonathan Taylor. The Bucs are averaging the second fewest yards per carry per game as a defense, but they're about to go against a back who's averaging 5.8 yards per carry. It feels like the Bucs had an easy schedule recently. They have. Tampa's last 5 games have been against the Eagles before they got good, the Bears, the Saints, Washington, and the Giants. And somehow they're only 3-2 in that stretch. Not super impressive. But in this watered-down version of the NFL, they're gunning for that number 1 seed in the NFC. That was a very lackluster last sentence. On par for the show. Thanks for watching That's Good Sports Power Rankings. Apologize that the video's up late. Had to talk about that Jason Garrett firing and the Matt Nagy firing that's supposed to happen on Thanksgiving. That video is up now. You can click it and watch it.